Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So with the kind of rough start we had to the year, I wasn't really able to talk about what I'm excited for in 2020, and so I'm going to try to do a few videos. I know we're 2 months into the year, but there's still a ton to look forward to, and so without further ado, let's talk about Go Transit and what I'm excited for in 2020. Now, Go has a ton of projects underway, and the thing that's very interesting is that I actually feel like in 2020, Go is going to improve a lot more than the TTC, which is surprising given that Go has a lot less riders and a lot less daily usage than the TTC. With all that in mind though, Go has the following upgrades all underway this year. So first, we have upgrades to the Berry line and the Stouffville line in terms of double tracking and station improvements. Some of those improvements are happening at Unionville, Agincourt, Milliken, Rutherford on the Berry line, as well as other stations. These upgrades are going to mean that the Berry line and the Stouffville line can possibly come down to about 30-minute service, as well as counter-peak rush hour service in the next year. Now, those improvements to the Stouffville line and Berry line are really exciting because it means that finally Go isn't just going to be about the Lakeshore line. Finally, the Stouffville line and the Berry line will see more frequent service all day and counter-peak service, which is still something that's exclusive to the Lakeshore line. Now, I can't forget about the Kitchener line. The Kitchener line has kind of traditionally been restricted in terms of the amount of service it can have. That's because the Up Express takes up a lot of space on the corridor. But with the new 401 tunnel being constructed and upgrades at Dundas West and Weston and a new station at Mount Dennis, as well as at Woodbine, the Kitchener line is set to see a ton more service, way more infrastructure, as well as way better connectivity in the coming year. Now, of course, we won't probably see all these projects be completed by the end of the year, but we will see significant progress, particularly on the 401 tunnel project. Now, before I get on to other topics, I do want to also mention that the Berry line is also seeing its major grade separation, the Devonport Diamond. Now, the Devonport Diamond is going to be a couple-year project, but it will be cool to see some significant construction get started on that project this year. That project grade separates the Berry line from CP's Midtown Toronto line, and it's a really important project because it means that finally freight train traffic will stop delaying as many Berry line trains as it does right now, which kind of impedes the all-day service the Berry line has. I also want to talk a bit about the awesome new Go Bus infrastructure we're going to be seeing in the coming year. Now, first, we have all the work happening at Kipling, which is going to make that a great new terminal for Go Bus services. Now, having a terminal on the west side of Toronto is really nice because it means that Go can finally serve some better connections out to Mississauga, since it still does not have frequent all-day Milton Line service, which is something that we sorely need. In addition, the Union Station bus terminal is something else will be coming online this year, and it's going to be a major upgrade over the current surface level kind of suburban parking lot looking bus terminal at Union Station. It's going to have more bays. It will potentially be the new location of intercity buses, which will be awesome to have all the bus services kind of in downtown Toronto consolidated in one location. That hasn't been confirmed yet, but they did design it with enough space for that. It also means that you're going to see that new awesome park as part of CIBC Square opening up over the Go Rail corridor, as well as some other nice benefits at CIBC Square, including more food options and the like, which will be totally accessible to people at Union Station. Another great thing we're going to see at Union Station this year is the opening of the Bay Concourse. Now, that project has been very delayed, but it will be really exciting to see Union finally get back to its full capacity before new construction starts happening on the south side to reconfigure platforms for early RER services. Of course, though, the Bay Concourse will add a ton of awesome stuff to the station, including new food options and retail options. I think having Union be more kind of like a mall is an awesome idea, and it will only bring more people to Toronto's most important transit hub. Now, there's also some benefits happening system-wide on Go Transit system. The first of which is New Presto, as I'm calling it. New Presto is the upgraded Presto system that's slowly rolling out from place to place in the GTHA. It includes the new black readers, which match the new style Presto cards that we have already had for a couple of years now, and it will have new features, such as the ability to read barcodes, meaning you might be able to use online tickets or event tickets to ride Go Transit, and it would also have open payment capabilities, which will be absolutely awesome. one of my favorite things about traveling to Vancouver is that I don't necessarily need to use a Compass card if I forgot one or something like that. I can just pull out my credit card or my debit card or even my phone and pay with that. So having that ability in Presto is going to be awesome. And that's not something that's only restricted to Go. That will be region-wide. TTC, MyWay, Go. It's going to be absolutely awesome to see. And then finally, maybe my favorite upgrade that we're going to be seeing on Go this year, or at least we'll start seeing on Go this year. I'm sure this project will be delayed because IT projects and Go always seem to be delayed, but it's Wi-Fi. Having Wi-Fi is something that people just don't seem to really appreciate a ton in Toronto right now. And I think that's because when your train is always delayed, you don't really care if you have Wi-Fi. But in reality, having Wi-Fi is such a huge boost to people's ability to use transit. See, now when you're using transit, at least you can go on your phone and you can do some work. But having Wi-Fi means, oh wow, now I can watch a movie or I can listen to Spotify without having to use my mobile data on my commute every day. So having Wi-Fi is just a big, big benefit for transit users, and I think it will bring a lot of new people to Go Transit. So with all that said, there is one more project that we'll start seeing more of in 2020, and that's early RER works. Now, we're not going to see any catenary going up or EMUs ordered this year, but we will start seeing more and more information about RER, which we'll be covering on the channel, of course. So if you're not already, hit subscribe and the bell icon so you don't miss any of our videos. Now, RER is a super transformational project, and every little bit of new information we get is just super interesting. It's going to turn Go into a regional rapid transit system that's unlike anything we have in North America right now, short of perhaps the Long Island Railroad in New York. But the great thing about Go is that it serves not just commuters in one direction, but commuters all around Toronto. So that's all the upgrades we're excited to see in 2020 on Go. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.